Hey guys, I'm the Zoe Man.
I'm Mikey.
Gerzors.
Raz the goat.
Jonathan.
And we are the Wang and Balls podcast. I know you millions of viewers and listeners out there want to hear what we want to say about our favorite moment in Iron Man 1. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that's the Mark 50, and Iron Man 1, he was the Mark 1. But you're all nerds, so that's what I have. Anyway, we're going to start with our favorite moments.
I'm gonna cheer up here first.
Oh, yeah, crap.
You nab.
Forgot. Sorry, guys. Sorry to all our viewers.
Let's give the fans what they want. 3,
Sorry, guys.
2, 1.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
this is easy.
Jesus chair.
That felt pretty good.
Oh, I spilled.
Jesus chair.
All right. Open up another one here.
All right.
Oh, I'm pretty drunk.
You guys having fun out there?
Oh.
If you're having fun out there, make some noise. All right,
Let's shotgun next time.
let's get started here. All right.
It's way better.
Well, Iron Man 1, starring Robert Downey Jr. My favorite moment was, I think it's probably going to be most of our favorite moments, was the very last few seconds of the movie was when he is at the podium and he does not use his speech, and then he says, "I am Iron Man," in that same cadence. And I like that moment. That's my favorite moment because it was the first time in a superhero movie that the superhero like kind of outed himself to the world. Like every other superhero movie or show before this, like we're all taught they have to have secret identity, and it was I thought it was really cool and made me want to watch the next one. So, Mikey.
Yeah, I agree, and I think we all agree that's the sickest part. I think the next coolest part is also not me. The next coolest part, another cool part, is when he initially creates the first prototype of Iron Man when he's captive.
I thought that was the scene we're talking about.
That's what I also thought. That's also
within
what I
3 months he builds. I mean, that's still sick. I think it's what Zoe said is cool. But yeah, that first initial scene when he builds Iron Man with the help of I forgot the scientist's name.
Excuse me.
So what's his name?
I forgot. Mikey just watched it.
Yeah.
What the hell, Mikey?
It's like Justin or something like that.
No, it's not. It's not Justin.
It's like
I think
Professor
it's
Doom.
It's like
Millie
it's
Bobby
like,
Brown, I think.
It's like Doctor something.
Doctor Strange or something like that.
No, but I mean, I think that was the sickest
Name's
part because
Doomsday.
they did it under scrutiny. They were supposed to be building, so it was kind of secretive, and he had limited access to all his high tech equipment. So that was dope.
Agreed. That was my second favorite moment.
It's incorrect.
Well, those were my 2 moments. So
Oh,
it was pretty sick when
What do you remember
was
from when
like-
you watched it 5 years ago?
when he got rescued, and then he's like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I want a press conference and an American cheeseburger."
Yeah.
And then Endgame, and then I always want Burger King after that. But that was the sickest.
That's
Oh shit! Well, which burger did he get?
I
It was
always
Burger
want
King.
Burger King after
It's probably a
that.
Whopper.
His name
Probably
is
got a
Dr.
Whopper.
Yinsen.
It looked like a
Dr.
double
Yinsen.
cheeseburger.
Dr. Yinsen, guys. That's
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
Yin-
See, he was
Remember-
close.
remember when he's
Justin Yinsen.
Remember when he was like,
Actually.
Yeah.
he's like, stick to the plan, and he's like, this was always the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
What was he doing?
Yeah, he's crazy.
Shooting like this.
You're
No.
Oh yeah.
I always think what if
I'm
they
gonna
just
make
shoot his
them
eyes
cry.
or something,
Dude, I remember coming back to Mikey's scene when he first came out. Like, how young were we? We were 2008. We were fucking 17.
Yeah,
We were like 5 or something, 5 or 6.
Yeah, we were like 5.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember.
I'm
'cause
only
I
16.
know how Iron Man looked like straight up. And when he came out, I was expecting fucking Iron Man. Then he came out as all fat, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really didn't know the story. I always knew Tony Stark was like hella rich and shit. but I
Yeah.
never knew it.
Dude, you know what's cool
Oh,
about
fair.
that is like you like that. I think that was majority of people who watch Iron Man 1. Like me too.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew who Iron Man. Like right now, he's like
Yeah.
obviously everyone's favorite hero, and like he's the coolest guy. All the like literally, he was a forgotten hero in the comic book world. Like he was just this like dopey looking Tin Man in like weird armor. You know, that was like you said was rich. That's all anyone knew. And then when
Yeah.
the movie came out, changed the game.
People just knew him from Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how I knew him. I
That's-
fucking knew that.
I
Wolverine,
just
Spider-Man, and Iron
downloaded
Man.
that, by the way. It's
Always my
on
three.
Game Pass.
You probably suck really badly.
Raz, what's your favorite?
Dude,
No,
I'm
to be
so
honest,
sick
that
of
one-
that. I'm
I'll
so
destroy
sick.
you. I'll destroy you. But anyways,
I use Hawkeye. Triple arrow, triple arrow, triple arrow.
my favorite part was the part with Dr. Yinsen when he came out with that first prototype and he came out.
The Mark
Um,
One.
Yeah. Yeah, but another part I wanted to talk to you guys about was when we were talking about before this with the blonde reporter afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
What-
when she
what
wakes
part?
up, she's calling for after they in the morning when they wake up after they
What
just
happened?
What happened the night before?
Calling
they
for
slept together. They slept together.
Slept
Yeah, she comes
together?
out. It's so annoying. So they're like
Oh my
Tony,
God.
whatever, right? And then Pepper comes out and it's like, oh, we've already pressed your clothes or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then she's like, you're still doing his work or something. You've been here 8 years. And she was like, I do whatever Tony asks me, including taking out
Take out
the
the
trash.
trash. I remember
So
that.
sick.
Oh
Made
shit.
out.
So sick.
Yeah. That was so
I was
hot.
like, damn, that's
I
so
think-
sick.
And occasionally taking out the trash.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
sick.
damn.
I think Jared watched a different version on another website.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your favorite moment from that movie? That classic movie.
It's probably the cave scene. But specifically when Iron Man was running out and my boy Justin was like laying in the pile of dirt. And Iron Man goes up to him and he's like, Justin. And then he was like,
Dr. Yinsen.
Yo, Justin!
and he was like, Iron Man. You have to get up.
Wherefore so Iron Man?
Yeah, you have to get up. We gotta stick to the plan. He's like, but Iron Man, I don't know if I can. And he was like,
Imagine going through
no,
a
then,
script
and then
reading with
yeah,
Sean.
he's like, this is my plan. I want it to be like this. Me and my Justin. No, but really though, that was like a heartfelt moment. And then,
That really happened word for word. That's the worst movie. Iron Man! Iron
Yeah,
Man!
but
like-
I agree. That scene like set up the whole movie.
it was pretty cool.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
It's-
because he's kind of douchey before that, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck, dude, this guy just saved my life," and then he
Yeah.
completely flips. Like, nope, whatever I've been doing is wrong. Like,
Yeah.
If they
making
ended
weapons.
after that, they would have.
Huh?
It would have been a cool movie already, right? Like after that, and he goes back and
That
he's
was like
doing that
20
forever.
minutes in.
No, seriously, it's like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and before he starts
Rising
making
attention
real
span?
Iron Man. Is it over yet?
I mean, like one of the coolest scenes literally happens right after that. When he steps out, he has double flamethrowers.
No,
Oh,
that's not what I meant. Like when he starts talking to everybody at the press when he gets saved.
Right after he talks to him.
It would be so sick if it ended after he says, I am Iron Man, right guys?
Right after, he goes,
Right after
I
that.
I am Iron Man, that'd be sick, right?
am Justin.
Samuel Jackson comes right after that scene.
If I rewatch that movie and he actually says, Iron Man, I'm okay, Iron Man. This was always the plan, Iron Man. He keeps calling him Iron Man. and then there's the scene where, what do you call yourself? Iron Man.
Oh, dude, you know what's another really fucking cool scene? When he's talking with Rhodey, right? And then he's flying, and then like it looks like a man. Remember when he was on the call with him?
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
like, and then he was flying under,
yeah.
and he's like, it's on your belly, and he
Yeah,
was just hugging it. Dude, that was
Yeah.
the sickest. And then the way they transition out of that, it's like, you took out one of my planes. What do I tell them? Like we always do. Training accident. It's like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do that. And we had another
And then
training
the next scene,
accident.
yeah.
It was a
Damn.
training exercise.
Training exercise.
Did you
Oh
like
my
that
god.
Rhodey better than what's his name? Don
Don
Cheadle now.
Cheadle.
Dude, I thought he would have killed it for sure. But Don
The
Cheadle,
first
I
Roddy?
mean,
He would have
Yeah.
killed
What's
it.
his-
but
what's his
Don Cheadle
actor name
wanted
again?
it.
He wanted
Um,
Terrence Howard.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Terrence Howard. Didn't he ask for more money
He
or some
wanted
shit?
he wanted more money than Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
because he
And
was like an Academy Award
Really?
winner.
yeah.
He
He
was
was,
really
he was a
famous, yeah.
freaking huge. Yeah.
And he
Hustle
probably
and
made a
Flow.
huge
Remember Hustle
mistake.
and Flow?
I watched an interview after like all the movies. I think it was like during Infinity War, and he was hella bitter, obviously. But I remember he was talking about how when Robert Downey Jr. I think he was hired first, right, Zoe? Terrence Howard was hired first
Yeah,
for
'cause he
Iron
was the
Man.
biggest name in that.
Yeah,
in
he
that
was the
whole
biggest name,
crowd.
so he was hired first, and then I think he convinced them, right, to hire Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
and then that's why he was
the
bitter
first one
because like
cast.
when he asked for more salary for the next one, Robert Downey kept it. He didn't say shit. He didn't back him up.
Yeah.
And that's why he's hella bitter. But I watched it and I was like, dude, like I can't even imagine like you missing out. Just
That's like
because of that.
that's a legacy of like.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Dude.
I'm not gonna
You're-
knock
you're
on him
remembered
for like,
forever.
wanting. I'm not gonna knock on him for wanting more money, but I mean
Yeah.
that's a pretty.
I think he
huge
would have
role.
killed it. He
'Cause I
would've
guess-
fucking
No, yeah,
killed it as
exactly.
Rhodey.
And it's
Yeah.
a huge role. Like
Yeah.
he would have been remembered for that.
I was
but,
so
mean,
confused
like,
when Don Cheadle came out of
But
nowhere.
for all intents and purposes, Don Cheadle is War Machine, and he will always be
Oh.
War Machine.
Yeah,
and also towards the end of the Iron Man
Oh.
one,
Yeah.
when he helps Tony Stark and then he leaves, he looks at the other prototype he has.
Oh my
and he's like,
God.
next time, babe. And
Yeah,
that's
he
why I
goes,
was
"Next
like,
time."
oh,
I remember we were at the ArcLight. I
Yeah.
went with my brother, and I was like, War Machine.
dude,
Yeah.
That is cool.
dude, that was the fucking coolest.
That was the coolest.
And he was so
scene.
hyped too. It was,
Yeah.
next
Next time.
man. I was like,
All right.
man.
Yeah. No. That movie did a lot for, I think, just like
Everything.
not
It's
like
part of
Marvel
everything.
movies, but yeah, it started everything. But like for us to have like something that we can all like gravitate towards and like have common interest, that's something that we all love. Like that pretty much was the spark that lit everything. So everyone's thankful for Iron Man 1. Without Iron Man 1, like we would never have an MCU. So thank you to all the people who made that. Anyway, to our next topic, to our favorite topic of conversation is basketball.
I
and-
just want to start.
I
I
don't
want to
like
start
basketball.
by saying that I called Kawhi Leonard a bitch at my last episode. At our last episode, and I was misinformed. So Kawhi, I just want to apologize because I didn't know it was for family reasons, and I think you're a great player. And but unfortunately, you suck.
Yeah, sorry, Kawhi.
Sorry,
He's a fun
sorry,
guy,
Zoe, continue.
dude.
Huh?
Oh,
he's a fun guy.
So now that we got the apologies out of the
I don't
way,
know where you're at.
we're still on the NBA bubble, and a new topic came up that I thought was very interesting this week that I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on. So, things have been coming up in the bubble. People are breaking, quarantine. There's violations. People are getting COVID. They're being sent home. What do you guys think about the hotline that apparently is being used for other players to snitch on other players? Let's
I think
go.
it's big.
Okay, we're starting with Rats. Why is it good? Why do you think it's good?
No, I think it's like they have to, right? Because if they don't, then they're not gonna have a season.
No, but dude, what about what Marcus Morris said about snitching?
Like I don't know if you saw Damian Lillard's. I don't know if you saw Damian Lillard's birthday thing, but there was like 30 people in a small room, and none of them were wearing masks. And yeah, maybe like when they're practicing and all that stuff, but they're trying to contain it, and especially with everything going on in Florida, you got to do everything that you can. There's people outside of the bubble that are coming in, like the workers,
Yeah, well, I agree with that, but I think like because the NBA players are tested all the time there, and literally no one, like people are getting, like they're getting in trouble for picking up delivery food out of the border of like the quarantine zone. I think like having a birthday, like that's fine because it's the same as being at practice with those guys.
Yeah.
Sure, the majority of them is the same guys, but
Dwight Howard said that he got snitched on for not wearing his mask. Did you guys see that?
Dude, I wonder who's snitching.
So does anyone? I mean, it's probably like
Chris Paul.
Probably like
oh.
Prigioni.
Okay, so Marcus.
Not even an NBA.
So Kendrick Perkins came out, right? And he said he said like yeah, like he was pretty much like Raz, like yeah, keep snitching on everyone. And then Marcus Morris like said something like negative towards him, like pretty much like being like, oh, like, don't be a snitch. Does anyone agree with Marcus Morris that that's like breaks like the bro code in the NBA or just in general, or
Yeah.
is it fine to say? I personally think it's fine because of the safety issue, but like people are getting in trouble and stuff. I don't know. Does anyone differ from that opinion?
I had no idea this was even happening.
I think I honestly agree with them. Like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
agree snitching is a thing, but like when you think about it, like they're already risking their lives technically just playing there, and it's not just them; it's like family and other people. And with the second spike here that's happening, it's like pretty intense and serious. Like, I kind of think that people aren't taking it seriously, so I'm okay with the fact that some people are and they're trying to take the precautions. I wouldn't say snitching is good, but I mean, if you're gonna do it for the health and safety of everyone else who's playing there, and to try and keep a season when it's already going to be hard enough to finish the season, like, I'm cool with it. I don't even know, like, can you be devil's advocate on this? Like,
Yeah.
Did you guys see
Well-
that girl that said that she like was already invited to the bubble? Did you guys
Yeah.
see
Oh
that?
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, but who can be devil's advocate for this? Like,
Jihad,
I don't
though?
know.
I mean, I could be devil's advocate for it. Like
Sure.
if you're like Marcus Morris, if I was in Marcus Morris, like how he sees it, he like goes just straight back to like it's breaking your teammates' trust, like or not even your teammates' trust. Like the NBA brotherhood is so small, you're breaking that trust by saying like, oh, this person's doing so and so when like they're all in it together. I guess is how. But like I mean, yeah, I mean that's the only way I could
I
see.
got it.
From
I
Yeah.
that.
wouldn't bitch on my teammate. I don't think.
So you would just do it for other
Really?
teams.
Yeah, I think that's what I would. I
Oh,
just
but
tell my
that's
teammate.
kind of like,
I would just
that's
tell my
kind of-
teammate probably.
then for sure there's an asterisk. They can be like, oh, this guy on the other team, Giannis, did you see that guy? He was outside the bubble. You should probably like quarantine him while we play them.
Okay, hold on. Here's
Doc Rivers was joking.
Game 7,
You know what?
Game
He's what
7
Doc
NBA
Rivers
Finals.
joked about? He
Jared,
was like,
if we're-
everybody called him LeBron and Greg Popovich, and
Wait.
we're gonna be the only team left.
I'm gonna ask Jared if you were in the bubble, right? We're all in the bubble. We're all NBA players, and we're making all this money, and then all these women and stuff, and all this jewelry,
I would be
whatever.
Yao Ming.
And then okay, well,
You're my player. You're my player.
Yeah.
if you saw Jared, if you saw like Mikey and Raz,
I would rather Raz,
Making
not
a
Mikey.
making a help.
No, but are we teammates or not? Are we teammates or not? Because that's a big
you're not
distinction.
teammates. You're not teammates, but you're friends. You're like good friends. But
Oh,
if
okay, I would tell
you
you.
saw them like breaking like quarantine or something like that, and they had a game the next day. You saw them the night before, and they were playing not even your team, but they had a game. Would you call the hotline and snitch?
Is there actually a physical hotline where they're like
There's a
calling
hotline.
this?
There's a
An
number.
actual, I thought it was called the hotline. Like,
No,
you
there's-
heard through the grapevine.
they have a
Hotline
number.
bling. Hotline bling.
Would you fuck?
Shut
Oh,
up, bro.
dude, that's crazy. I thought it was just like called that.
Nah,
about
I
it.
wouldn't.
Well,
So
no,
hold on.
I'm asking Jared this because it's
Oh,
like
sorry.
double-edged sword because like you see them breaking quarantine. There's like with random people, and they're like one of your best friends in the league. They're not on the same team, but they're playing a game with other players tomorrow.
See, this is the thing, right?
I would
Like,
fucking call.
it kind of comes back to obviously if I was there and I would obey the rules. I'd be like, fuck that, right? But
Right?
if multiple people are breaking the rules, what's calling and ratting on one person going to do? And that's what I think. Like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to prevent them.
Well, the whole point is you're gonna have to like. I mean,
Play them.
you're gonna have to just assume that if you
Everyone's going to, that's the thing. No one's going to,
no,
yeah.
but would you do
No, but
it?
they
No,
are.
Would you do it though? Like in that isolated incident, you look out your window, you see Raz and Mikey like with a bunch of like
Making
hookers
out?
and stuff, and
I'd
then
be like, what the fuck didn't invite me and shit?
and then they have a game tomorrow.
Oh, they didn't invite me. I'm going to hotline.
Different reasons, but
Zoe's not gonna finish his question.
All right, forget it. I guess.
No.
hold on.
No,
So
they-
if
you're-
you gotta put me in the shoes. You
Other
gotta put me in the
people's
shoes.
health
I'm
is on the
playing
line,
them
and there's no
too.
answer.
Here are the
I'm
shoes.
playing them too tomorrow.
No, you're not playing them. You're not. They're just playing another team. Like they're on the. You're on the Lakers, right? You look out your window. One of your best player, Mikey and Raz are out there with hookers, and then Sean's like in, and then
Filthy hookers.
Am I? So I'm close with them.
you're
I'm
close to.
close
It's like
with
it's like example like LeBron and the Banana Boat crew. Like they're not exactly on the same team, but you're close to like your best friends. They have a game tomorrow.
I would call them
playing.
up. I would call
Okay.
you guys up.
Yeah.
I would call out the window and say, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Get the
Okay.
fuck inside."
Okay,
If
well,
we're
what
that
if-
close, we would
Yeah, but what
probably
if-
have the same beliefs.
But what if
Beliefs.
they've already been with those people? They've already hung out with them, and they told you after you called them because you're good friends. You're like,
Yeah.
"Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" You're like, "Oh, like it's just a little fun, dude. Be cool or whatever." What are you gonna do? Are you gonna call the hotline to make them?
I'm
not
like, dude, you're
tomorrow?
no. I wouldn't. I would just tell. I honestly, I don't think I would. I wouldn't
You
be like,
wouldn't? Okay.
if I talk to them and then they're like, no, 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 then I'm gonna be like, you're a bitch. I'm like, you're ruining it for everybody. You're gonna spread that shit, and you're literally the reason
Yeah.
why we're all not in a bubble. But I wouldn't probably call. But I would be like,
No,
you're a fucking idiot.
So you wouldn't call. You'd call them an idiot, but you would let them play tomorrow against other players.
Ah,
I think it
shit.
depends if you're a contender or not. Also,
And I feel like so I'm putting in a position like it's Mikey and Araz. So I'm kind of like
Yeah.
it's I'm in non-belief because I would be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Because you guys
Yeah.
are that close to me. And you guys would have the same ideals and same beliefs. And all of us, if it's not the NBA bubble and literally like one of you guys were, if Raz was always going out to the bars and shit, going to Busby's and like, what the hell, dude? Like, dude,
like normal.
yeah, dude. Then I'd be like, dude, what the hell? And then if you don't like, if you're not wearing a mask, and then you're like, yo, fuck that, then I'd be
Oh, dude,
pissed off.
the scenario is their hands are over these ladies or whatever, right? And they're
Yeah.
not, and they already explained to you on the
Well,
phone.
it's
They
not a
explained to you on
gray
the phone.
area. They're completely disobeying the rules.
Right, but the question is, would you call them to prevent them from playing the next day? And let's say they're 2 games out of the 8th spot, and there's like 4 games left.
It doesn't even matter what spot they're in. I would just.
Would you call them or would you call the hotline or not? That's all the question is. Yes.
I don't
or no.
think I would.
When you
I don't
let
think I
them
would.
play.
I would
Sean-
talk to. I would talk to them.
Sean, you said the same thing earlier, right? You said you would not call the hotline.
No, I wouldn't.
You would not.
My thoughts on this would be going into the bubble. I would already be expecting the worst. So I would definitely, if I saw someone doing that, or like other teammates, or just other players in general, whether I knew them or not, I wouldn't call for sure. 100%. I would never snitch. I would never do it. But I would definitely, if I had contact with them or anything, I would let them know and be like, yo, that's pretty messed up. And like we were just saying, like it's ruining it for everyone else. But overall, at the end of the day, like I'm gonna do my part and tell them that I disagree with it. But I signed up to be in the damn bubble, and I signed up to play these games and give everyone what they want. Like, worst case scenario, I get the virus, then I get the virus. But like, what am I? If I rat, what's gonna happen? Like,
They're gonna not play, and they could not
isolate them.
they could not spread it to the other players on the court tomorrow, who could potentially spread it to people even if they're asymptomatic in the future.
The worst case scenario is getting the virus, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
Well, no, the
Yeah.
worst case. Well, in my
I don't
head,
know. I guess that's not. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
My job would be to voice out to them that I disagree with that, like strongly disagree with it, but it's not going to stop me from playing or pulling them out of the game. Like if they're going to get pulled out of the game, they do it themselves. And that's just how it's going to be. If I have to fucking guard them the next day, then I'm going to guard them the next day. This is my damn job. And I signed up to be in this bubble for 3 months, and I'm getting paid $10 million a year. So be it. Like that's it. But no way I'm snitching.
You're literally playing them tomorrow. So that's why there's a different scenario in
I'll guard him.
Picture.
I'll still guard him. Like there's
so Joe, hold on. So Jared's scenario, your changes if you play them tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you have to defend like Mikey.
If I have to guard Mikey tomorrow.
I'm gonna play the self-guard. I still wouldn't snitch, but I wouldn't be like, yo, I'm gonna fucking guard him.
Wait, but he doesn't
have to guard him.
I'm not gonna call a hotline.
We don't know Mikey. Say Mikey. Okay, Mikey is playing the next game. I'm guarding him, right? We're starters. We don't know he has a virus yet, right? He's just hanging out with girls.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I would just be like, yo, dude, I would be like, dude, this is fucked up. Like, and then I would still go out and play basketball and guard you the next day. And if you feel inclined, then you should pull yourself out of the damn game. But I'm not going to do
No, that's fair.
I'm not going to do nothing.
These are good answers. Mikey, what would you do?
I would probably score on Sean immediately if he was just get that out of the way.
We crossed you the first time we played against each other?
Not from the house. But anyway.
We crossed you and break the jumper?
I mean, it kind of depends on like what the situation is. Like if it's your homies, you're that close, like obviously you're going to call them first. But sometimes it like gets to a point when everyone knows the rules. They know why they're there.
Oh, yeah, they know the rules.
What's right. Yeah, the rule book is kind of crazy, but like okay, getting food, I'm not gonna yell at or snitch on someone. Oh, he went out to get food. Like,
Yeah,
no.
that's
But
good.
if they're purposely bringing people in, walking around with masks, like hell yeah, I'm gonna like snitch
So-
on them.
So
Yeah.
so-
I
so-
agree with Mikey too. I would.
So I agree. I would
Dude.
snitch too. But if Sean and Jer were with hookers and you look out your window, hands over them, Jer's making out with one for some reason, like kissing her like legs, and then
Zo's fantasizing. And Zo goes, "Oh shoot!"
Why did you invite me?
Okay.
and then so you see them out the window, right? So Sean and Jer have a game the next day, like they're the leading scorers. Pretty sick, right?
That's pretty sick.
And then they're 2 games out of the 8th seed, and there's 4 games left in the season. So you would call the hotline and say, "Hey, these 2 guys have brought these girls over, and I don't know. Like, I just want to let you know."
I mean,
Yeah, I would.
This is
kinda
okay. This is
shitty.
okay. There's
If
a
I was-
line. There's a line. There's an extent to where I won't snitch. If you're bringing in hookers into the bubble, like many hookers, like, hey, can I bring in? Can I bring in these hookers? And I have game 7 tomorrow, though. And the
They're
person
cocking
who's
each other's
guarding me,
mouths.
the person who's
Wait,
guarding me,
you had
are
to-
you gonna do anything about
wait.
these hookers?
It's
bitch?
not just bringing the hookers. Jared was also kissing one of their legs. Would you
Obviously,
You
snitch or
can't
not?
transfer. You
Obviously.
can't transfer via the legs. So
Also, for me, it
anyone,
depends.
anyone would
Legs.
snitch.
It depends what seed I am, because if I'm like 1 through 3 and I have a
Alright, let's give
legitimate
a fuck
chance,
about
if I have a legitimate chance of winning the
depends
championship,
what
then
seed I
yeah,
am.
yeah,
I
seriously.
need help. I need help.
I thought it was about your health and everyone's health.
Raz is thinking, if I'm in the 8th seed, this is my only chance to bang hookers in Orlando. It's fine, dude. It's cool.
No, it's not. No, like if I was gonna snitch or not.
Oh yeah, sure, dude.
If I was gonna snitch or not, because
Raz is gonna
can't
be
make
that.
that
player
I'm
who's
like-
gonna call. He's gonna call hookers to Giannis's room and
No,
say,
no, it's
"Hey,
not-
if I invited girls."
no, it's
Dude,
not if
He's
they
gonna
were.
snitch on
It's not if
someone.
I was. It was like it's also if I was, but also if they were like if they were like the 10th seed, I'm gonna snitch because they don't even care to be there.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like they're
terrible.
probably not even gonna be in the playoffs. Like
I
why?
think
go
that's
there?
unethical as hell.
And Raz,
But it's
Raz
Jaron,
would also-
Sean, and Mikey. But it's Jaron, Sean, and Mikey. It's not like random NBA players. It's like
Yeah,
Not the
I would
Washington
probably
Wizards.
go.
It's not the Washington
Because
Wizards.
if I'm the first seed and Mikey's on the Wizards and he's just breaking all the rules and he's gonna mess up my chance potentially of winning the championship, then yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
Why'd you hear that, Mikey?
only if he's on the last seed. So if he's
No,
on
if
first
he was
seed,
like on the 8th seed, I would still do it.
so what if he doesn't care but he's fucking contending? Because your scenario is he doesn't care and
Man,
he's just
they
like
don't
10th
need-
place.
I would call him first and be like, "What the hell are you doing, dude?"
But would you call
Yeah,
the
but-
hotline?
But yeah, you would still. You're saying you're still
No.
rattling
Maybe
them. It
the
depends
hot-
on
no
the-
one-
Maybe-
no
I would
one
ask
will
what
call the
happened
hotline.
first. I would ask him what happened first, and like if he like but then
I feel like
probably,
if you're
I don't
not-
know, I'd probably call it. I don't know.
If you don't have that relation with them, which I know the NBA is a brotherhood, but they're not all as close as LeBron, Chris Paul, and Carmelo. Like I think that's where the difference is. Like
Yeah,
people
there is a
aren't
distinction.
cool with Dwight, so they're gonna be like, "Hey, dude, this guy wasn't wearing a mask." Like, if like what Sean said, you have a job. They're doing their job. They're following the protocol, and then you just don't want to get sick. You don't want anything. Like people do take it seriously, so I feel like there's different scenarios. Obviously, you would want to talk to the person up front, but I feel
Can I
like
ask a
it
question?
doesn't always work.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a question? Okay, so this is on that topic, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was this thing about Rachel Nichols that
Oh,
I don't know
what
if you guys saw
day.
it, but like ESPN was like somebody on ESPN recorded like left the recording on, like so she
Lying
was
on her,
still
right?
filming, and then they sent the video to Deadspin, and then Deadspin decided not to publish it.
What is the video? I don't know what this is.
Yeah, what
It
is
was
that?
just like her camera in her room because she's doing shows still. It got
What is
left
that?
on.
Is this a question?
Yeah, it's gonna be a question. So,
Okay,
so
what happened?
that happened, right? So I was just thinking after this because
Wait,
we're
what
talking about
what
like
was on the
what-
film? What did they?
they didn't release it because it's private information. Deadspin like did the right thing actually, which is kind of cool actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I was gonna say that because people are like trying to bring people in, I was gonna ask how much longer do you think till there's like news that one of the NBA players like probably slept with like a sports reporter. Like seriously,
Oh,
because that's
someone
the
who's
only-
allowed in the bubble. Someone
yeah,
who's allowed
because
in the
that's the
bubble.
only like. That's the only thing for them that's probably like legal at this point. Like seriously, I'm not even
That would
joking.
be crazy
I
news.
don't think that would happen.
That would be
You
crazy
can
news.
also
What do you
They
you can
know
also
the
jack
spotlight's
off.
on them.
They're only there
What do
for
you
like
mean?
2 months, and there's cameras all over that bubble. They
Well,
have
it's
rings
like
to
that.
doesn't
track
stop other
them.
people from breaking the bubble and all that stuff.
The other options is wagging off. They don't have to sleep with a sports reporter.
They're literally.
That's
all
their
over them.
complete last
That would be
remark.
crazy
I
news.
bet it's gonna
He's
happen.
still on that
Imagine.
Iron Man reporter thing.
Dude, that would be
Fucking
insane.
fetish over it.
Imagine headline.
Occasionally I take out the trash.
Imagine headline. LeBron James bangs Dorsberg. Holy shit! Whoa! That would be the craziest.
And we have the recording.
Sex
And we,
tape.
and we have the
Click
recording
here,
of Doris
click
Burke's
here,
commentary.
click here. Holy shit!
All right. Well, that's that
That'd
was
be
the
cool.
I don't think that's gonna happen,
That'd be
Raz.
cool.
That
I
would
don't
be
think it's
crazy.
gonna happen. I think there's zero. I think there's negative 100% chance that would
You
happen.
think that's not gonna happen? That's
I
the
think
probably
that's not gonna
highly
happen.
likeliest thing that's gonna happen.
I like how we
think
took
that's
our time
not
so
gonna
Raj
happen.
can think about this conspiracy that he
Yeah.
has.
That will
Dude,
never
highly
happen.
likely
I
thing
think
that's
you just have a nasty sports reporter fetish.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what to type into your
Hey
search
guys,
bar.
do you guys
You
agree?
have-
So it makes it even
You
hotter.
have issues.
Oh my god, are you a reporter?
Sean,
I'm an NBA
remember we
Oh
went
yeah, I
to
did
Raz's
ask him
house?
about Iron Man too.
What?
Sean, remember we went to Raz's house and we saw his Google history? It said gay NBA players.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I just wanted to know. We were like, what the hell, dude?
All
So
right.
yes, Raz
All right.
is.
Well, that's a
Raz
funny.
is-
It's a good question to ask, Raz. That's a very funny. Like that'll never happen. That's one of those like things you can put on one of those
All right,
conspiracy.
if it does, then
If that happens,
Well,
then we all have to
happening.
shotgun the next
Shotgun.
episode.
Yeah, I'll shotgun.
no,
Yeah.
you have to take a shot. No, you have to take a shot. At
Okay.
That's
Alright.
how. That's how hard we have to work to take a shot around here. An impossible theory has to be correct. Dude, you have to take one shot if there's UFOs.
Hey, if it doesn't happen by next Thursday, you have to take 5 shots.
Okay, that's
It's fucking even. It's a ratio, dude.
One week? No, until the season starts. How about that?
When does
Okay,
oh,
wait, hold on,
July
Right
first.
there.
hold on,
Two weeks.
Jared, take
2
that.
weeks.
Take that. 2
And a
weeks.
rumor. What if it's a
All right, I'm
rumor?
looking at the calendar right now.
Fine, dude.
It's 7/16,
Fine.
7:30.
What if it's a rumor?
It's a rumor.
No.
Even if it's a rumor, you win.
Okay, I'm gonna start it right now.
That,
I'm gonna
that
start it
Raz-
right now.
If you lose 5 shots,
Classic.
Message all of them. Hey, do you know who's our sleeping?
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'll do it.
okay, Mike, will do it.
If it happens,
I'll do it.
yeah.
If
If
there's
it
a rumor, I'll
happens
take
before the
5.
start of the season, I'll take 5 shots.
5. I'll take
Oh,
Are you
there's
10.
kidding
no.
me?
No, I'm gonna
Let's
take
just start drinking now. Sorry, let's continue with the podcast.
All right.
Is there another
let's just start drinking right now.
So that's the bubble part of it, and then here's like a more general. That's not specific to the
Everybody in the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. So everybody.
bubble. He just got a mic today, folks. So this
Look, look.
So
What mic are you talking about, bruh?
he just got a mic. So,
What mic, dog?
Freaking girl.
I don't know if this will be able to continue. Well, I just wanted to ask if there was anyone. Well, hold on. I guess assuming LeBron is the best player. Does everyone agree LeBron's the best player over the last like 5 years in the NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Other than LeBron, do you think he's the best player right now? I guess is my question too. He's the best player right now.
Wait, who are the runner-ups for MVP?
Like Giannis was the MVP.
Giannis is gonna win MVP.
Luca.
But do you think
No,
Do you
yeah, LeBron's up there. Yep,
do you
LeBron.
think there's any other player in the league that's like, I mean, within the last 5 years that's come close to LeBron's dominance on the league? Because I don't think so. No, right?
Past 5
not
years,
even,
no.
Not even Kevin Durant though.
No.
No, hell
no.
no.
Oh, I thought Raz was gonna say Kevin Durant for some reason. That's why.
Yeah.
And then I was going to argue.
When it's
about
all
Fucking
said and done. When it's all said
top
and done.
5. That was Joe's setup question.
Oh, I guess I'm wasting all these points then.
Well, podcast over.
No, like more dominant. No way. Like LeBron brought how many? Like he went to how many finals in a row? 5.
In the
Carried
East,
Cleveland
though.
by
Right.
himself.
In
now-
the East.
Now that we've
Remember when Ray Allen traveled hella on that 3?
No, he took
I
3
don't care,
steps.
bro.
travel.
He took 3 steps.
He took 3 steps travel.
That's a travel, dude.
It's not hella, it's just 1 step over travel.
No, dude, he took 3 steps. What the
Someone doesn't know the basketball.
I was watching today worst travels in NBA history, and so that's what I'm comparing it to. So,
Still a travel though.
Still a fucking travel. No way.
Okay. Well,
LeBron is the best,
alright.
though.
yeah,
LeBron's the best.
I can't
He's
argue that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, if LeBron wins this title because they have the most pressure, for the Lakers, is he the like think about the championships he's won? He won with Cleveland, Miami, and then now
No, he's not the
Lakers.
greatest of all time, if you're asking that.
Is he in the top? Okay, well, that's what I was going to.
Top 3? Yeah, top 3, yeah.
He's already in top.
Behind MJ and Kobe.
Yeah. Top 3,
Well,
yeah, okay.
As we were Laker
Well, I
hats.
think
Honestly,
the,
very
I,
close to Kobe for me
I
already.
think the conversation would
Kobe
have
stayed on one team and won 5. LeBron
Okay, but-
fucking jumped everywhere. I'm not taking it away from it, but he always had superstars.
winning a title with 3 different franchises though.
It
and
doesn't
being in the
matter.
final-
Anywhere he goes, they follow. It's different. It's way different.
I think it's
NBA
pretty,
won-
pretty
Do you
impressive.
think LeBron, if he wins a championship, he's an all-time Laker great?
No,
Yes.
No, not yet.
Yes.
If he wins,
Sure.
2.
because he has to. I agree.
He will
LeBron has
be
the most pressure
considered.
because he has to win a championship.
He
with
definitely will be considered an all-time Laker great,
I think
but
he's
not
gonna
in
be-
my heart.
You're an all-time Laker
But
great if you
never-
lead a team
never
to a
above-
championship. If you
Unless
lead a team-
LeBron wins like fucking 3 in a row, then I'm gonna be like, all
You
right,
think the
well,
math is pretty
Kobe,
good.
Magic, 3 in a row.
That's what's gonna
Okay.
take for Jared. He wins 3 in a row. Jared's gonna be like, all right, I guess.
And if he wins 3 in a row,
That's
he's
huge.
gonna be the GOAT.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
mean, he's a
seriously,
Laker.
doing
He's gonna
3
be
in a
a Laker
row?
great.
he's
Maybe
gonna be
if he
better than
wins 2.
MJ.
If he wins 2, maybe he'll be the GOAT.
Wait,
Imagine
he's gonna
he
be a
wins.
Laker great regardless, but he's not gonna be known as a Laker.
can
He's
win-
gonna
he
be
can
known
win
as a
too.
freaking like.
Yeah,
like, is he gonna be known as a Laker if he wins 1 championship? He's a
Yes.
Laker great, yes. But you
No.
think he's gonna? No, I think his career resides mostly in Cleveland. That 1 championship for Cleveland is like
Absolutely.
bigger than him being a Laker.
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I
you're
still
right.
consider him a Laker for
But
sure,
think
and
about,
I'm happy.
but think about
But
that.
like,
Somebody
yeah.
who leads the Los Angeles Lakers to an NBA championship won't even be remembered for that. That's like how great he is. That he'll be remembered for another championship.
Yeah.
Dude, if
Yeah.
he wins
Yeah,
2,
but
I
he's
think
not
he'll
in-
be the GOAT. Honestly,
Because he hops
Because
everywhere, that's why.
I agree. You know what's crazy?
No,
like
I
as
think
much
he'll be the GOAT if 2 years. If he wins 2 titles, honestly.
If
breaks
he
my
wins
heart.
2, he will.
it
If
breaks
he
my heart
wins
to say
2,
this.
dude, he will win 2.
So many
wins-
He's
stipulations.
gonna be the GOAT, honestly.
Dude,
If you win
Jared,
2,
it is so
in the
hard
next
to
2
win
years-
right now, man.
He's
Yeah.
better than MJ if he wins 2.
The competition
think so
is
too.
crazy right now.
And then he's gonna lead.
Every time he's won, dude, look at his fucking backup. Every time.
Why
He's
do
gonna
you?
win now with AD.
why do you
David White,
think-
Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. Like, it was insane.
Why are you so sure he's gonna win 2 rings? I don't think.
no,
I'm not.
I'm thinking,
Wait, sorry.
after we got AD, I was straight up like, he can win 2. If he plays it right, he can win 2. This year should be ours. It should
But
be.
there's no way his odds are the same as the Warriors were the last 3
Like
years.
him and AD can't
You
do
know
it all.
what,
Like they have no. Like everyone's
Dude,
on a 1-year contract.
LeBron and AD are insane, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
the NBA
LeBron
is
not
crazy
slowing
right
down.
now.
AD is
The
fucking
Warriors-
OP,
yeah, the
man.
Warriors
We're
are back
stoppable.
next year. The Warriors are
We
gonna
are
be back.
stoppable.
Okay, let's say that LeBron wins 2, and he's the all-time leading scorer. You think
How many
he's
does
the
he
GOAT?
have if he wins 2? He has 5?
He has
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, Raz,
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. If he wins
Right
2
now.
with the Lakers, he'll for sure be the
He's
GOAT.
number 8 in assists all time.
Better than
and he's
Michael Jordan?
number-
He already
And
has
he's
better
number
stats
two.
than Kobe.
Why?
I think so.
That's I just
Why?
think that's like
What do you
crazy.
mean?
Are you serious?
Oh,
Zoe?
lead-
I'm
the
telling
lead-
your dad right now.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
but-
there's 3. He won on 3
What the
He's
teams.
number
Fuck,
3
you
in points
drunk?
and number 8 in assists.
yeah, I am.
Maybe he's gonna. Maybe Kobe like this. There's a big thing with Kobe staying on one team for 20 years and winning 5 rings
Dude,
versus
But it's like
LeBron.
Tom Brady. Like
Well,
Tom Brady's
like-
the GOAT, and he
He will-
just destroyed
There's no
everybody's
way
path.
if he wins 2, he's better than MJ, Sean. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
I
I
think
don't
so.
know what makes you
Especially
think
if he
that.
gets,
I think so.
especially if he gets finals MVPs for those last
for
two.
all of them.
And he
The finals
And
MVPs
he
are
will. Once they win, he will. I mean,
finals
why not?
MVP
He'll have
are what
5
puts him-
MVPs.
Huh?
I mean, MJ has 6, but
But he didn't do it on 3
And-
teams, and he
No,
didn't
that's
do
the
it
thing,
against, and he
He
didn't do it
had
against the
5,
Warriors.
and he went to
But he-
11
But
finals.
he three-peated twice.
yeah, he took it
11
to 20.
finals, dude.
Okay,
That's
okay, you know what?
insane.
I might take it back because MJ should have
How
8
are we
in a row.
dismissing MJ right now? How the fuck this
MJ
disrespect
no.
right now?
No, you're
No,
right.
I'm
Well,
not-
I'm just saying I'm just all I'm saying is we can like re-examine this conversation if he wins 2 to be the GOAT. I'm not saying he will be the GOAT, but like
You're-
I was
yeah.
about-
I heard people saying he's for sure the GOAT. I was like,
I
there's
think
no
he'll
way.
be the GOAT after
be
2.
up.
If he goes back to
He
back
goes
with the
2
Lakers,
back-to-back.
goes
Yeah.
I'll be like,
back
yeah,
to
you're the
back,
best.
like-
2 back-to-back.
You're the
He's the
best.
all-time leading
Yeah.
scorer of all time. He's
I would be like,
top
you're the
5
best.
assists.
But the thing is
And
also with
That's
MJ.
crazy. Holy
The thing is also with MJ. If he didn't retire for 2 years, he would have 8 in a row.
Yeah, if he did that, then there's no question.
Yeah, but he retired.
But he didn't do
There's no
that.
question. I think so.
He had
He
to.
also became a
Sean.
movie
I
star.
think LeBron is the GOAT for what he does off the court. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
Oh
obviously.
yeah, for sure. He is the best
Obviously.
athlete,
Oh yeah.
the best athlete off the court of all time.
Oh yeah.
He's never had any lawsuit. He's never had any allegations.
Well, dude, everything he's done.
Yeah,
got
for
I made me
arrested.
respect him.
He's
I
had
was like,
the
I hate you, you're
same-
so good.
the same girl, same girl he's been with since high school.
But that doesn't matter.
This is just this is an ongoing debate. This is just like
Yeah.
it'll never be resolved as like everyone indefinitely agrees one person over the other. Like,
So, Jared, if he wins 3, what if he wins 3? Will he surpass MJ?
He's not gonna win
dude.
3.
If he
I'm gonna
wins
tell
3
you
with
that
the
he's not gonna
Lakers,
win-
that's
he's not gonna
fucking
win 3.
crazy.
He's not gonna win 3.
You would for sure put him at
He's
least.
go to 12
Yes,
finals.
He's
yes,
okay,
yes.
Well,
I would put him in the conversation, but there's still a
Okay.
debate.
but not
But
2.
I think 2. Well, 2. So 2, you said he's for sure the GOAT. You said that, and I was like, no.
I'm not. Oh, well, in my opinion, I would put him over MJ if he won 2.
too.
If he won back to back, like this year, next year,
Yeah,
I would
but
be
let's
like,
put fucking
this guy's
Durant
the
on his
best.
top 5. So your credibilities.
Yeah, Raz.
So
Yeah,
I'll
Raz,
let
you
what
should
you
be
said.
Okay.
Well, the fuck you said talent-wise, maybe, but like top
Kevin
5
Durant
of all
is
time.
If Kevin Durant
Kevin
wins
Durant's
2 more
pretty good.
championships, he is top 5 for sure.
If Kevin Durant goes to fucking, if they make Sonics again and then he goes back there and wins 2 in a row, then I'm
That
gonna
would be my
fucking like
dream.
this.
He is not
I
going to
would
do that.
want the Seattle Supersonics to come back.
Didn't he say that like he wants to go back to fucking?
That's why he
The
went to
Thunder?
the Bay.
The
That's
Thunder.
why he went to the.
Yeah, to Thunder. Yeah,
that's
he
why he
said
went
that,
to
right?
San Francisco because he missed that vibe, that city
Yeah.
vibe. He liked the marina, the ocean. Like
He said he's
Seattle
going to
was
go
like
back
the city
to.
that he liked.
Oh, I see.
If,
You know what?
He
yeah.
said it would. Yeah, it would be sick if he like goes back to the Thunder and then.
That would
That
be
would
so
be
good
sick.
team. Seattle is
That
so
would be
That
good.
would
so
be
sick.
so sick.
Let's
And
let's
Westbrook
save
and Harden go back too.
let's save this Kevin Durant energy
Damn.
for the next one. Let's end this with a couple of fun facts that I looked up today that I thought were pretty cool. That nobody that I actually thought were crazy. Well, I mean, one of them is not that crazy, but it's kind of crazy. But so I'm gonna ask you a question, and if you know the answer, I'll go box by box, and then I'll give you 3, 2, 1, and then give me an answer. If you don't know it, guess. What? Okay, we'll start with Mikey.
wait.
Are these facts or it's like
These
our
are, these
opinion?
are real. These are real facts. These are real facts.
Oh,
So you're gonna
okay.
ask a question. You mean?
I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna give you
Okay.
3 seconds to answer it.
All
We're
right.
gonna nobody Google, nobody go on your computers. Don't go on
Why
your
don't
phone.
we use our names as buzzer beaters or buzzer beaters as buzzers?
You can. Fine. You can. You guys want to do it that way? Let's. But I feel like everyone's gonna talk at the same
We're
time.
all gonna yell at the same time.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Never
So-
mind. Do
So
so
we're
do
gonna
your thing.
start. All right, ready?
No, let's just all answer.
I'm not gonna tell you what's the correct answer until Sean's done. So we're gonna go Mikey, Jared, Raz, then Sean. So here's one. The first of 2 questions. What is Ray Allen's legal first name? Mikey, 3, 2, 1.
Carmelo Anthony.
Jared, 3, 2, 1.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Yeah, that's what I
All right, I guess nobody has any idea. Raz,
Raymond.
3, 2, 1. Okay, that's really obviously why would I choose the? Okay, never mind. It was that easy. Why would I choose this? Sean, 3, 2, 1.
Justin.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Well,
Wait, that doesn't make.
Okay,
This
so
is unfair
3,
though, because
2,
you can't
1.
start with Mikey and then we have a lot of time to think about it.
you
know,
still
if
got
go
it
in-
wrong.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Fine. Next time we'll start with you for the next question. Anyway, do you want to
should-
know what
Wiki has more
Ray,
Yeah,
time.
tell
you
us
know
tell us
Ray
what it is.
Allen's real first name is? Ray is actually his middle name. His first name is Walter. Okay, well,
What?
That
I
makes
saw
sense.
you looking at the computer screen.
No, I looked at your mouth. You did.
Okay. All right.
And
Next
I was
one.
like, looking at the
Before he
phone.
talks, he went like this.
Yeah, he did. His favorite.
Walter. 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 Okay. Next one. We're gonna start with Sean.
Walter Ray Allen Jr.
Why don't you ask us? Why
We're
don't
gonna
you just
start
leave
with
it up?
Sean. No, we're
Just
gonna
leave
start
it
with Sean. No, we're gonna start with Sean. All right. Next question. Next question. No one's gonna get this because I like what the heck. Which NBA player? I'll give you a hint. He's not.
Don't
he's
even
not
give a
an
hint
NBA
yet. Jesus Christ, that's
No,
a
no, no.
question
Give the
first.
hint. Give the hint. Give the hint.
He's not. All right, give me that. Give me that. He's not in the NBA anymore. But this guy, when he was 15 years old in the Sudan, literally killed a lion with a spear. All right, we're gonna start
Whoa.
with Sean in 3, 2, 1. Any guesses?
Timothy
give a hint now.
Mozgov.
Okay.
Give it.
Yeah, hold on. We're gonna just start this.
Wait,
over. I
what's the
said
hint again?
Sudan.
Yeah, give it a
He
hint
killed a
now.
lion.
Wait, what?
He killed a lion in the Sudan.
When he was 15. He retired in 1995.
He's clearly not Russian.
Yes, he's
Okay.
clearly whatever. Sean gets Timothy Moss.
Okay, hurry up.
Oh, I thought
Right.
in a
Yes.
sedan,
3.
like a car. Like he's in the back seat. Like
All right, here we go. Everybody guess.
Do it now.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Manute Bull.
What?
Manute Bull.
Oh,
He's from the Sudan.
yeah, I know.
Well, I guess he's right.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he's not. He's
Is
not.
he? Where is he from?
it's
Sure,
Bulbul, Bulbul.
3, 2, 1.
Manute Bull.
Yeah, he's from Sudan. See?
That's unfair. I heard in
I
a
literally, I literally don't know. I was gonna say Mbenga, but he's from Congo.
Oh, well, do you want to know what the answer is?
What?
Mozgov.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfair. Next time, pronunciate.
You mean enunciate?
Ah, feels good to be a winner.
Sean, did everyone just hear that? Sean said, next time, pronunciate.
That's a word, dude.
What's that?
I think he meant to say enunciate.
Enunciate.
When someone
pronounce.
uses improper sounds of speech when talking.
Enunciate.
Pronunciate.
Pronunciate is a word.
Oh.
No, but you used it correctly.
You used it incorrectly.
Dude, Russ, he's an idiot, dude.
A drunk will probably have a difficult time pronunciating correctly. It says a drunk will probably have a difficult time pronunciating correctly.
Damn, it's a joke from
That's
Webster.
unfair.
Guys, for the Wang group, that was an embarrassing note to end on. But
Wait, hold on. That's another question.
Wait, who
those are my only 2 facts.
got the answer
Oh,
right?
what the fuck? I'm gonna ask
I
a
can't
question
hear.
then.
Who got the answer right?
It's Manute.
You
I
did,
can't
Raz.
hear.
Oh, damn it.
It's Manute Bull.
Fuck, I answered it. You did, Raz. Shit.
Was there another question or?
No, that was it. It was just
Ask one more, Zoe.
40.
All right.
So ask one more.
Yeah,
Well,
I got
we're
it.
going to end this podcast the way we are going to end all future ones. We're going to chug this. We're going to get a little drunk, and we will see you guys next week for another fun-filled episode. Oh boy, here we go.
We won't talk about hookers this time.
Yes.
Next week.
Kids, don't sleep with hookers.
Yeah.
How many 3-point shots did Shaq make in his career?
7.
3.
Easy.
3.
Wow, dude, save these for next week.
It's
3.
just-
3. 3. 3.
No. I'm
I
ending this
said
podcast.
18.
Whoa.
I think it's 3. Or it's 1. I know he's made 1 at
It's
least.
not ended yet.
I know he
so
made
you
one.
said